Hello, Fear. Before you sit down, there's something I need to explain. Since you're here, I think I should tell you, since the last time we talked, things have changed. Since I've been tired of being brokenhearted, so I made a list and you're on it. All my hopes and my dreams you took from me, I want those back before you leave. Good morning and welcome back to your spiritual sports segment on Rima Gospel Radio. Better than when you heard it yesterday. I'm CJ. Let's get it started. There were a plethora of games of the Diamond yesterday in Major League Baseball as I kick off the scores in the American League as the Detroit Tigers hammered the Minnesota Twins 5-1 as Melky Cabrera became the first player in Tigers history to reach 30 home runs in 5 consecutive seasons. The Tampa Bay Rays were shut out against the Seattle Mariners 1-0 as King Felix pitched a perfect game. The first in Mariners history and the 23rd in the history of the game. The Texas Rangers lost 3-2 to the New York Yankees. The Boston Red Sox lost to the Baltimore Orioles 5-3, while the Chicago White Sox blasted the Toronto Blue Jays 9-5 behind Adam Dunn's 34th homer. The Oakland A's were defeated by the Kansas City Royals 3-2, and the Cleveland Indians were pummeled by the LA Angels 8-4 as Mike Trout belted his 22nd homer. It has been 75 long years since the United States won a soccer game in Mexico, but that changed after a 1-0 win against Mexico as they shocked everyone, including themselves. Testosterone is all the rage these days, and after batting .346, 11 home runs, and 60 RBIs, it has cost first-year San Francisco Giants All-Star outfielder Melky Cabrera a 50-game suspension in line with Major League Baseball's drug policy. Cabrera, who helped the National League secure home field advantage in last month's All-Star win, stated, quote, "My positive test was a result of my use of a substance I should have not used. I accept my suspension under the joint drug program, and I will try to move on with my life. I am deeply sorry for my mistake, and I apologize to my teammates, to the San Francisco Giants organization, and to the fans for letting them down." Close quote. For your post-London Olympic news, Olympic champion Ryan Lochte is testing the TV waters outside a pool as he will make a cameo appearance on the CW network show 90210 and will play a guest at a resort. Thousands of Olympians have returned to their homelands since the London Games ended, but more than a dozen African competitors have not. Some athletes from impoverished or conflict-ridden nations, including Cameroon, Eritrea, Guinea, and the Ivory Coast, have disappeared from the athletes' village, and those whereabouts remain a mystery, and a few of them vanished prior to the closing ceremony. And finally, the head of the International Badminton Federation says the plan to lose scandal that led to 8 players being disqualified from the London Olympics was only a hiccup that should not reflect badly on the sport in the long term. Well, who knew there was an International Badminton Federation? Huh? For your NBA quick dribbles, the Philadelphia 76ers officially introduced former LA Lakers center Andrew Bynum to an open-to-the-public press conference, and Bynum was enthused with his initial experience that he hinted on staying with the organization since he only has 1 year left on his contract. And in an afterthought, shooting guard Jason Richardson was also introduced. Chicago Bulls guard Derrick Rose is back on the basketball court as he rehabs some knee surgery, and Rose says his recovery is 2 to 3 weeks ahead of schedule. And finally, the Phoenix Suns have officially signed 16-year NBA veteran Jermaine O'Neal, and the length of the contract wasn't disclosed. This sports segment was sponsored by the Spot in Orlando, Florida, as they were voted Best Spot in Orlando Weekly yet again. To have your company sponsor a sports segment, please email me at cj@cjsports.com for more information. To catch archives of your spiritual sports segment, log on to my brand new blog site, cjsports.com, and make sure you give me that follow on Twitter at cjsports, that's CEEJAY. And stay tuned for more updates on your next spiritual sports segment where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and keep smiling because God has something special in store for you.